Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to the GoodView Woodworks channel. Tonight is going to be a pretty cool night for the Shop Talk Tuesday live because one, it's on Wednesday, and two, if you see that the scenery is different behind me, that's because me and my wife decided to join my parents for the 4th of July, for Independence Day. So, Jeremy Peace, how you doing? He said he made it. Squid Bro, hello, how are you? Is this your first time here? If it is, I haven't seen you before, so how you doing there, Squid Bro? Shyam says, hi, so good to see you. I missed your live last week. Kula in says, hello, how are you? I want to thank you guys for joining me this evening. I wanted to give a shout out to all those that are in the military. I want to thank you for your service. Thanks for supporting us so that people like me can have the freedom to do the things that I do and woodworking and be able to go live and talk to you guys. So I want to say thank you for your service and for helping give us the freedom that we have. Thank you very much. Jordan Woodwork says, what's going on? How you doing, Jordan? Hey, Squid Bro says, good. In Allen Park much? I am not in Allen Park much, but we do have family in Allen Park, so that's really, really cool. So first of all, guys, where are you chiming in from this evening? I'd like to know where you're watching this from. Rusty Merkin, how you doing, Rusty? So guys, a guy named William is the guy who won the Cheapskate Challenge, and if he's not watching tonight, I want to say he took first place, but he did something really, really cool. He asked to pay it forward, so if you guys see Rusty in the comments, Rusty Merkin, he was the runner-up in the Cheapskate Challenge. So that was first and second place, so they did a really, really good job. PWP Packaging says the kitchen, that's where he is. The Pine Knot Shop, how you doing? Ross, how you doing, Ross? He's from Texas. Shime from California. And Jordan Woodworks, also from Hanford, California. So I was just in California last week, guys, so that was my first time actually staying there for a little while. I was in Sacramento, and that was really cool. I stayed there for about a week. And it was really pretty country up Northern California. I was able to drive from Northern California up to Oregon, and I went and visited Mike from Stone Coat Countertops. It was a blast. Kula says she's from Cyprus. I think she's the furthest one away. And then Patsy from Pensacola, Florida. How you doing? Thank you for joining us this evening. All right, guys. So just wanted to be brief tonight. So I want to leave. So Shop Talk Tuesday, if this is your first time here, Shop Talk Tuesday is just a discussion for us to get together and chat and hang out. And if you guys have any questions about epoxy, type them in the comments and let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, we have a few projects coming up here in the near future. I have a company that reached out to me recently that sent me some casting epoxy, some new stuff that I'm waiting to try out. It's going to be really, really cool. And they said that you don't need to seal the edges and that it can be poured up to 6 inches thick. So seems to be really cool. I'm super excited to try that out. I'm a little, what's the word? I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure about their claims about not sealing the edges, because it's really important usually. So I'm really interested in trying out their stuff. So, so Aaron, what's going on, Aaron? How you doing? Ross says skeptical. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, Ross. Appreciate it. Shime says, you're only an hour and a half from me. I could invite you for dinner. Some Nepali folks from Nepal. Okay. He said, originally from Nepal. That sounds really, really cool. Rusty says, apprehensive. Aaron says, who won Cheapskate Challenge? So, Aaron, a guy named William Wackman won the Cheapskate Challenge. That would be the final river table with the Lichtenberg burning. He won by a landslide, but that guy is really cool. He paid it forward to the runner-up, and the runner-up is right above you, Aaron, Rusty Merkin. He had the green and Lichtenberg burned shelf for above the oven. So he does some really good stuff too. Really, really cool stuff. So he actually is going to get a GoodView Woodworks t-shirt. So I'll be sending that out very soon. So Aaron said he voted number 2. So that's really cool, Aaron. So one, we have that new epoxy coming out. I'll let you know the brand and everything in the video. I have another, hopefully by this coming weekend, I should be posting another video on some really important tips when doing a river table or any kind of epoxy table on how to calculate how much epoxy you need for your project. So that's a question that I've been asked a lot, and so I want to go over that step by step for you guys so you guys can understand. So that's coming up soon. The conference table is still coming up as well, and also we're going to be doing a giveaway. I know I've been talking about a giveaway for a long time, but it's starting to actually go through, and I've figured out all the legal stuff that needs to happen for a giveaway. So that's going to be really cool too as well. Falcon says, got on board last week and I'm loving your style, brother. Thanks, Falcon444. I really appreciate that. So also, guys, another thing that we have coming up is I'm working on a GoodView Woodworks website, so that and I'll be loading up some PDFs there. So if you guys need to do like a printable or something like that, you need step-by-step instructions instead of going back to the videos that I've made, and you'd like something you could print out, I'm going to start adding those to my website after I get my website finished, so that way you have more help there. So I'm really excited about that. So Rusty says, I'm in the garage now doing some flags for the 4th. That is awesome. Are they epoxy flags? America. Aaron. Shime says, I have 4-day epoxy workshop in Colorado starting from the 15th of July. I'm so excited. Hey, Shime, so where are you taking your classes or your workshop? Where in Colorado? And that's a cool thing that you brought up. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Woodcraft, but Woodcraft reached out to me recently and asked if I would teach some classes on epoxy. And so right now we are writing up a curriculum and coming up with some pricing on the classes to host some classes in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and Virginia Beach, Virginia. Come here, Roxy. Come here. Hey, come here. Excuse me, guys. Roxy. Sorry about that. Roxy, the shop pup, was really excited about a neighbor across the street. So sorry if that hurt your ears, because it hurt mine. Rusty says one of them be epoxy. That's awesome. So Shime, Graham Junction, is that I'm sure that's the place, but is there a business that is hosting the class? Steve Bailey says portable sawmill for all you wood slabs needs, for your wood slab needs in Gloucester, Virginia. Hey Steve, I'm right there by Gloucester. I'll check you out because I need some stuff as well. I'm always looking for new lumber. Steve, so I have a project coming up. Do you have anything that is real odd shaped, maybe some rot and some big voids and things like that? Aaron says, if I were to epoxy a tabletop and wanted to drill a hole with a biscuit cutter, will it ruin the epoxy? I'm not sure what you mean, Aaron. Could you be a little bit more specific? What's the purpose for the biscuit joint? Or excuse me, a biscuit for cutting a slot for a biscuit. HD Custom Design, hello from Oregon. How's it going, HD Custom Design? Okay, Steve. Could you do me a favor, Steve Bailey, since you're on Facebook, do you mind sending me a private message on Facebook, GoodView Woodworks Facebook, and so I can get some of your information? That'd be really cool. Rusty says, I'm still trying to finish that out. That something for you. So foaming is under control. How do I keep bugs out of my stuff as it cures? Okay, so Rusty, so the bugs thing, that's going to be difficult for everybody, but what you can do, it depends on how big your piece is, but you can get some of those clear totes if you have a smaller piece, and you can just set a clear tote over top of your stuff. The other thing is you could put a fan on one side blowing across and turn the lights off in the room so that doesn't attract bugs. Those are two ways that you can get rid of them. Aaron says, want to make some cornhole boards with epoxy top. Okay. So yeah, Aaron, so I don't think once the epoxy is cured, you won't ruin it by drilling holes. I mean, I drill holes in, so when I usually epoxy a table, I do wood inserts for any hardware. You can drill through it, no problem. Doesn't ruin the epoxy. Oh, Steve Bailey, also, is your stuff dry? Do you have a kiln or anything that you dry your lumber, or is it still have a lot of moisture in it? No problem, Aaron. Oh, Rusty, I guess that's to Aaron. So Rusty says to use a little bit of painter's tape where you drill. That's a great tip. That way it doesn't blow out some of the epoxy around the hole. Thanks, Rusty. Okay, Steve, that's pretty cool. You got a solar kiln. That's really, really cool. So guys, another cool thing that we have coming up is, I'm not sure if you are subscribed to stonecoatcountertops.com, their YouTube channel. But while I was there, we did a video collaboration, and I think in the next week or so, he's going to post. He should post the video that we recorded while we were there. So I'm really excited for that to come out. It'd be really cool. So I learned how to do an epoxy countertop. Now I can epoxy a countertop, but it was really cool to learn the methods on to make it look like granite or stone. That was something I don't have a lot of experience in, and it was cool to learn straight from Mike in person, hands-on. Aaron says, will you post the video as well? Yes. Yeah, I will. I'll share it on Facebook, and I will try to post it as well on my channel. So yeah, I will. Coolest says, ooh, ooh, waiting for the video. Yeah, me too, actually. He was, so Mike is a really cool guy. Treated me to dinner and put me up in a hotel. He was a great guy, really nice guy. You know, really down to earth, and the way that he sounds on the phone, the way he treats you on the phone is the way he is in person too. So, the guy's a really cool guy. He said, Jeremy says, that guy really that hyper? No, he amps it up a little bit on the camera just to keep people engaged. But he's pretty normal. He's pretty normal. He's a really cool guy. He does sound pretty hyper though, but I think That's why he said that. No, he's pretty normal. Um, Squid Bro says, I have a vinyl shop and looking to do epoxy and vinyl together. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you can totally vinyl over, excuse me, you can totally epoxy over vinyl, and vice versa. Vinyl sticks really well to epoxy, so you shouldn't have any problem there. Rusty says, weird. Weird as it is, you came up on my feed after I watched some Stone Coat stuff. That's how I started watching you. Hey, Rusty, that's pretty cool. I think what it is a few times I have tagged Stone Coat countertops in my tags and my keywords. So that may be why it came up. And I use their epoxy all the time. Their epoxy is my favorite so far. Oh, Jeremy says, I wanted to buy one of their new starter kits on their site, but they went fast. Yeah, so while I was there, they hadn't actually posted all of them yet. They had 100 kits, and I got to look through some of them. They were actually pretty cool. We got to pour some of their new epoxy, so that art coat, or I forgot what it's called, craft coat. Their craft coat that they had there is a kind of like a new recipe, and it's pretty easy to use. The only weird thing about the craft coat is that it cured really quickly in obviously when a spot is thicker, it cured a lot faster there because it had more heat. And the working time I don't think was as long as their countertop stuff. So one thing to look out for, but still a great product. So, real quick, are you guys doing anything for the 4th of July? Rusty said, I'm going to redo my bathroom this winter and I'm going to do the Stone Coat thing on my vanity. Hey, Rusty, I would love to see some pictures, man. That'd be really cool. HD Custom Design said, I've been thinking for my first epoxy project, I'd like to make a pair of large epoxy dice. Do you think it's possible? Yes, very possible. What I would do, Jeremy P said hiding. So HD Custom Design, yes, very possible. What I would do is when I would build a mold, you know, a form, in whatever size that you're gonna do your dice, and I would not pour do it all at one time. I would do it in like 2 or 3 pours depending on what material you're using. So like if you used a casting resin, I would only pour like 3 inches at a time. And if you're using anything else, 1/4 inch at a time. So a lot of pours there. But what would happen is if you were to pour it all at one time, it could overheat, crack, a lot of bubbles, foam, do a lot of weird stuff. So that's how I would go about doing it. Aaron says, party, celebrate Murica. Squid Bro out on the boat. Hey, Squid, that sounds really fun, man. My dad had a boat when we were growing up. We were always out on the river. Rusty says, smoking some meats and other things with some glasses on. Christine says, how hot does the epoxy get while it's curing? Christine, to answer your question, it depends on how thick you pour it, but some epoxies can generate a lot of heat, like total boat epoxy. If you pour it an inch thick, I've seen it get hot enough to boil, so a couple hundred degrees. It all depends on what kind of epoxy you use. But if you're pouring anything really thick, I would recommend getting a small fan and have the fan blow onto your the piece you're working on, just to keep the temperatures down so that it doesn't bubble or crack. Kula says working. I'm sorry, that's no fun. Aaron says I'll be smoking piggy butts as well, Merkin. Hey man, pig butts sound good. We're actually hanging out with my parents. They made some margaritas in there, which is great. I'm excited to have some of that. What I'm doing on the 4th is probably just relaxing, hanging out. Well, in the morning I'll probably rotate the tires in my wife's car, and then get to relax and just hanging out, stuff like that. It'll be fun. I may also, while I'm here in Virginia Beach, there's a couple of places that have slabs. I might go check it out, maybe do another live video so you guys can see. And you never know, maybe on Cheapskate Challenge, might be able to give away a slab or two or something, maybe something like that. I don't know, depending on how big it is. Would you guys like that? Maybe we can give away some epoxy or give away some wood, something like that. Rusty says, I'm doing an oil change on the Jeep tomorrow morning, LOL. Yeah. Yeah. That time off, you got to get your stuff done as well. So guys, if you really enjoy Shop Talk Tuesday, like what we're doing here, give this video a thumbs up. It ranks it higher and gets more eyes on this content. So I would appreciate if you give me if you click the like button, that'd be great. Michael Underwood, how you doing, Michael? It's the first time I've seen you here. Michael says, what is best to use as a polish after all sanding is done on the epoxy and wood on a dinner table size project? Great question. So you can use a furniture wax as a polish, but if you guys go over to Stone Coat Countertops, they have a polishing compound and stuff like that on their website that works great. It smells good and everything too. It's made for the countertops, so it would work for a tabletop as well. HG Custom Design says in slow motion. Jeremy Peace, I got a buddy I served in Afghanistan that has a fishing charter near Virginia Beach. Oh, that's really cool, Jeremy. Jeremy Peace says with. Got a buddy who served with in Afghanistan. With, I got you. Shime says countertop epoxy, advanced level. No problem, Michael. So what do you guys have any other questions with epoxy or anything like that? And would you guys, I need your feedback here. Would you guys like PDFs or like a way to print out step by step, like a video, like a PDF version of a video that you guys can reference back to? Would you guys like that? Slick Tables says, let's go. Hey, Slick Tables, I've been watching your stuff too, man. Great job. If any of you guys are on Instagram or Facebook, go check out Slick Tables. They do a lot of good work as well. Aaron says, a salute to any vets in the chat. That's right. Guys, we want to thank any veterans or any active service here in the chat. Want to appreciate you guys for your service. So thank you so much. Okay, Michael says PDF would be amazing. Okay. Rusty Murray says, I'm more of a visual learner, might be helpful for others. Okay, awesome. Michael says, you do great work, by the way. Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate that. Well, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching tonight on Shop Talk Tuesday, even though it's on a Wednesday. My parents grilled out some London broil, and they have dinner ready for me to eat. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting this channel. And like always, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. You guys are awesome. Happy Independence Day. Happy July 4th. See y'all later.